Wilson, another former national champ. Michael Pickens, 5 times national midget car champion. Colin Entwistle, you know Colin will be running the bottom of the racetrack. How good's this racetrack? See if they widen it up. Heat number 1 for the Sprintcars over 12 laps. A route ready to erupt here at ASB Baypark Stadium. Let them rumble! Just about not a better sound in the sport of Speedway and motorsport in general. Keaton Darm ran wide, got up into the fence, turned himself around. McDonald spins up, Wood spins up, Entwistle made a mistake. He recovered. That was a messy start. We go back to green, 12 laps, original grids rerun. Pickerel got the opportunity to get around the outside this time and wings the car down into 1. Keaton Darm again running wide out towards the wall, but they get through 1 and 2 and screen down the back straight. Greg Pickerel. And the Iwasa Batteries 18, new colours for him this season. Ricky Logan jumped out of the groove. Right up into the path of James Darm. Rodney Wood had to throw everything out to miss him as well. Cost them both some time as Logan gets back the momentum up into the 5th position with Keaton Darm up ahead. Pickerel, Entwistle, Jamie McDonald go back to Keaton Darm. Big wheel stand from James Darm in the Hydrolink car. Carl Wilson half spins to the infield. Tries to recover it. He's going to drop him back. No, he stalls the advanced fork trucks. 56. Carson. Lots of smoke out the left side of the Salter cartage machine. Logan shuts it down. I don't know if they had a rattle going with it as well. Big smoke also for Daniel Rogers out the left side. Michael Pickens tries to get around up the inside in the Century Batteries 54. Pickens started out of position 14. He's up into the 10th position, chasing down Daniel Rogers as Pickerel screams away out in front. He's got smoke out the left side. For the majority, they're probably a little bit over full. It's just coming out of a breather. I don't know that Ricky Logan saw that problem. He would have had a look at the oil gauge, a pressure gauge maybe, and shut it down. They don't want to risk wrecking an engine before Sammy comes down here next week. It's just a shakedown night for that car. Pickerel now coming into traffic with Bradley Marsh up ahead. Fastest lap, 14.21 for the race leader, Greg Pickerel. 14.29 for Keaton Darm. No one in the 13s as yet, as they're spread right around the ASB Baypark Speedway Stadium. McDonald around the outside of Entwistle into the 2nd position goes the former national champ in the Hitachi, number 71 J&J. Keaton Darm now goes to work on Colin Entwistle in the base speed Maxim. Darm in the Valvoline, Eagle 188 Maxim. Then it's Brad Tyrrell, James Darm, Rodney Wood. Back to Daniel Rogers, Michael Pickens. Dean Brindle from the back of the field, grid position 15. Brindle up into 10th. Remember, there'll be an inversion for their 2nd heat, so Brindle will start up front. Matt Gillingham nearly loses it through 1 and 2, lost some ground with Skiddy Colson just up ahead. Daniel Rogers gets a big push. Wheel stand off the exit of 4, allows Dean Brindle and Michael Pickens up the inside 4 position. Pickens very, very good on the bottom. Car's maybe just a little bit loose topside to try and get in at both ends of the racetrack at the moment. As Pickerel continues to lead, but McDonald's chasing him down with 2 to go. White flag not too far away for Greg Pickerel in the Iwasa Batteries. Number 18 Maxim, lap traffic up ahead. It'll be Raymond Griffin in the Ultima Shocks, number 11. Pickerel should hold on to this. Nice low side run, slider on Raymond Griffin. Pickerel will take the first heat from McDonald. McDonald came from position 5. Then we go back to 4. 14, 6, 88, 51, 54, 2, 5, 66, 25. Green here with the sprint cars, couple of cars missing off the front row. Dean Brindle's going to have the track all to himself. And the traffic management, Pro Freight 2NZ Maxim. Let him go green, 12 laps, sprint cars, heat number 2. Brindle goes straight to the bottom to protect Matt Gillingham, was up in the middle, got a great start. Raymond Griffin going back through the field. Side by side is Rodney Wood and Brad Tyrrell. As Daniel Rogers got checked up behind the 11 as well. He goes to the outside of Greg Pickerel. Pickerel got a great start, then runs into the back of Jamie McDonald. Jamie just got a little bit unsettled off the exit of 4. Just rolled up into the path of Pickerel. Just gave him a little nudge, but continues on in about the 10th position. James Darm just about slid up into the side of Brad Tyrrell in the battle for 5th and 6th. Skinny Colson in the 3rd position, but here comes Rodney Wood. Wood got sideways off the exit of 2. Lost him 6 car lengths. Brindle out in front, but looks very, very tight. Last lap was a 14.27. Matt Gillingham on the brakes, trying to keep the Pools Plus 25 Triple X down the racetrack, but there's some fast laps been cut out there. Gillingham with a 13.9 last time round. Brindle with a 13.68 gets it back up and running. He was just looking at some different lines early. Big puff of smoke there from the left side again of the Ricky Logan 63 machine. Brindle 13.88, 13.68's not far off one of the fastest laps in the last 2.5 seasons here at Baypark. Gillingham second, Skitty Colson third, Rodney Wood fourth. Here comes James Darm in the Hydrolink 6, chasing down Rodney Wood. The amazing side of winged sprint cars at Baypark Speedway. Brindle now starting to get through lap traffic. Last lap was at 13.98. He's the only driver in the 13s, but he's got lap traffic to contend with. Goes by the 67 of Bradley Marsh, who continues to learn and improve the youngster. Fresh out of mini stocks last season. Brindle's got this thing on rails now. He was a little bit tight early. He might have just set the wing a little bit further forward, just to unhook it a little bit. Gillingham can't get by the lap. Bradley Marsh, Colson, Wood, Darm, back to Jamie McDonald, Greg Pickerel, Brad Tyrrell, Ricky Logan. That smoke's gone away. Daniel Rogers, Keaton Darm, then the 4M of Colin Entwistle, back to the race leader, Dean Brindle, the Traffic Management New Zealand Pro Freight, number 2 NZ Maxim chassis. That car's very, very good through 3 and 4. Not lacking for horsepower as well. Gillingham still second, Colson third, puts the slider on Bradley Marsh. Rodney Wood the next to take the challenge. Skitty Colson got completely out of shape out of 2. Just about turned it right into the fence. Holds on to it, back in the 3rd position with Rodney Wood right up behind him. But down to the line it will be 2 NZ. Dean Brindle wins it by the length of the straight over Gillingham, Colson, Wood, Darm, 71 McDonald, 18 Pickerel. Go to green, and it's a good even start. Tyrrell got the momentum on the top side. Gives James some room down the inside, now shuts it down through the middle. Tyrrell will lead down the back straight for the first time in the Ferns 14 KPC. The only KPC that I'm aware of running in the country currently. They've probably got another one in the truck. Yeah, Darm doesn't look as settled, pulled a wheel stand off of 4. Brad Tyrrell looks very, very good out in front, and he'll look to have this covered. It'll be the 14 defeating the 6. The first of the pole shuffles.
Yeah, I think Rodney Wood up next. We'll see if we can catch a quick word with Greg Pickerel. I think you probably retired about 10 times, Greg, but yeah, come back again this season with a new look car, and it's going all right.
We haven't had a good start to the summer. We're just really having some fun here at Baypark. The track's awesome to race on over here, so we're just really enjoying it.
Second highest qualifier, so yeah, hopefully coming up against Jamie McDonald in the shootout and shut him down.
We'll do our best. We'll just see what we can do.
All right, and that's what you like him. He's been around for a long time. Just come out and have some fun, and he's enjoying the nice smooth racetrack tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, I've done a couple of tours to Australia with them, with the Century boys, to the Winternets drag racing, and it's a bit of entertainment. Like the first time we went up there, Greg was going to buy a pro stock drag car, but when we told him he couldn't actually race it here, he sort of backed out of the deal. We had a trailer lined up and everything for him. Now he's enjoying his sprint car racing. Right, Rodney Wood picks the inside line. Tyrrell goes to the outside. Tyrrell the advantage. He's got some extra temperature on the tyres and in the car. Rodney goes straight out there with cold tyres. Former national champ up against one of the up-and-comers in Speedway. A late starter, you got to say, to sprint car racing. Very, very good kart racer, Brad Tyrrell. And he's busy most weekends running lots of youngsters around New Zealand and in Australia. A very, very good kart technician at setting the karts up and driver training as well. So Mopar versus Chev. Eagle versus KPC. Good even start again. Tyrrell tried to wing it down. Rodney rolled up in front of him off the exit. Let's see if Tyrrell can chase down the former national champ. Won the title down at Cromwell Speedway, I think 3 seasons ago. Wood's got him covered at the moment with the white flag. Here comes Tyrrell. Not quite as good in as Rodney Wood. A little bit better off too, but Wood's got track position. Tyrrell's going to have to muscle his way past. It will be Rodney Wood. Wish Pete and his family all the best up there in California. Hope to see him down here over the Christmas New Year period, and hope he's well on the road to recovery. Brindle got that one off the inside. Now he's got to cover Rodney Wood. Wood knows his way around this place. Didn't get off too as nice as he would have. Brindle was nice and straight off. So Rodney's going to continue to work the top, and he's going to lose ground. Dean Brindle's first flyer, a 15.9. Fastest lap so far has been a 14.1 from Brad Tyrrell. Brindle's going to do this, and he's going to do it easy. 2NZ defeats the 51.
So now I'm assuming that will be for the start. We had the same thing here a couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, Dino's pretty hot under the collar. Again, this is a club night. He's not happy. He is not happy.
No, I think there's a little bit of confusion here. I think they probably feel as a higher qualifier as the next one coming and challenging, they're setting the pace, but the way I understood it from driver's briefing, outside sets the pace.
Well, the same thing just about happened there with Pickerel and Wood.
Same thing has just happened again.
It was all looking so nice and clean until then. Yeah, you'd think Pickerel sort of got a similar advantage that Dino did if that was the case, but Rodney's no dummy at the same time, you know. He's won a few runoffs in his time in super stocks. So Pickerel's going to get the checkered flag, but a bit of controversy here with the sprint car pole shuffle. Rodney Wood, it came in position 4, has just been given the win over Greg Pickerel. How are you down there, Brownie? There's a fair bit of discussion going on.
You understand the rules now, Dean. You've got it, but it's a bit too late.
Nah, it doesn't matter, mate. It's a long race. We'll get there.
Outside car sets the pace, doesn't it? They've just told you that, not the challenging car.
Yeah, we thought it was a challenging car, so hey, it was our mistake. So we'll just give it death in the feature.
Awesome.
Here we go for the final. McDonald versus Wood, two former national champions. McDonald on the inside, Wood on the outside. McDonald gets the inside run down the back straight. J&J up against Eagle. McDonald looks very good through the middle of 3 and 4. I think McDonald's going to win this one. I think that probably does, Bernie, come down to the confusion from the local track rules with Western Springs. Wood pulls the pin. McDonald too good. Jamie McDonald will start off the pole. This is going to be good. 25 laps. Sprint cars at Baypark Speedway. McDonald off the pole by himself, but Dean Brindle's got a big hole right in front of him as they go green. McDonald won a feature here last season. Pickerel got tight and biked up through 1 and 2. There's still some drive and some moisture down there on the bottom. McDonald chased by Dean Brindle. This is going to be them going to war for the second meeting in a row here at Bay Park. McDonald's already on the brakes trying to keep the car down. Great exit speed. Pulled 6 car lengths on Brindle out of 2. James Darm's on a bit of a mission, chasing down Greg Pickerel. Keaton Darm running there with him in the Eagle 188. Problems for Ricky Logan. Did he have a spin down there through 1 and 2? Lights are out, going back to green. The restart cone down here on the start-finish line. McDonald hikes up the front end. I've got the best view in the house up here, 3 stories up, watching them off the start, getting the wheels up, looking at the underneath of the cars. McDonald just rips away down the back straight. Brindle tries to close the gap, gets tight mid-corner, pushes up in front of James Darm. He's got around Pickerel. Darm's on a move. One of the local track heroes, James Darm, in the Hydrolink 6 Maxim. But they're all chasing Jamie McDonald. Brindle trying to recover after that mistake. Car got tight mid-corner through 3 and 4 off the restart. Just pushed up through the centre of the track, nearly into the path of Darm. Pickerel trying to come back at him. Keaton Darm in 5th. Then we go back to Daniel Rogers, Brad Tyrrell, Colin Epsel battling there with Skinny Colson. Then we go back to Matt Gillingham, Raymond Griffin, Ricky Logan. Certainly under orders to not bend Sammy Swindell's One USA machine and Bradley Marsh in the 64. 14.08 for Dean Brindle. Chasing down McDonald's last lap was a 14.17. 14.15 that lap. Pulled a 10th on Brindle. Jarman at 14.55. Starting to lose ground to the 2 Aucklanders. Still 21 laps left to go here. I think you might have miscounted a couple. It's all right if we get a couple of extra laps. I'm not going to worry about it too much. 6 laps down on the scoring. 14-1 last lap for McDonald. 14-2 for Brindle. 14-0 for Darm. So those times are seesawing as they look for some different places to run on the racetrack. Lap traffic coming up for McDonald. Brindle's definitely closing the gap. Pulled 2/10 on the last lap. Gap's about a second, less than a second now. Similar gap back to Darm. Pickerel in the 4th position. James Darm again was the fastest for the 2nd lap in a row at a 14.15 versus a 14.2 for the leader McDonald, 14.4 for Brindle. Here comes lap traffic. Bradley Marsh, the first to go down a lap to the leader, Jamie McDonald, looking for his first feature win of the season here at ASB Baypark Speedway. Brindle now has to contend with Marsh. James Darm continues to close the gap, was 2/10 quicker again on that last lap. Pickerel, similar lap time to James Darm, but he's lost about 12 car lengths over the last few laps. Back to Keaton Darm, Brad Tyrrell, Daniel Rogers, Colin Entwistle, Skinny Colson, Matt Gillingham, then Ricky Logan. He's got by Raymond Griffin, and Raymond Griffin's the next one about to go down a lap to the leader. McDonald gets held up here on the inside, crosses over the inside, got the right rear on that darker material. There's some driving, then got into the side of Griffin. Griffin slides up, misses getting into the fence. Well, Jamie McDonald moved him on over. He got balked up at the other end of the track now. Has McDonald got a problem? Has it broken something in the right rear?
He's on the grass.
It's either broken a torsion bar or a Jacob's ladder. It was pretty solid contact when he got into Griffin down into 1, and that's game over for the Hitachi 71.
Yeah, he'd hit him wheel to wheel, and sometimes they can get away with that one, can't they? But Jamie McDonald hasn't tonight, and he won't be happy. Steering wheel's just been hurled across the infield.
Brownie's right there next to the race car.
Followed by the helmet. Yep.
That's not good for the helmet.
So we'll see whether Jamie will have a chat with us. Obviously extremely unhappy, Jamie, and all we can say is commiserations.
Yeah, I just can't believe it right now. It's pretty tough to lead features these days, and I don't know, I thought it was on the bottom there, and Raymond decided to sort of chop down. Well, that's the way I saw it anyway, and pretty disappointing way to end. But the Hitachi wins machine. I mean, it was quick all night. Big thank you to Lee and the 99 team, TQ team, come to help us tonight. My fiancée Emma and mum and dad, thanks heaps.
Certainly has been a great effort. You saw an awful lot of the back of Dean with Dean Brindle down here 2 weeks ago, finishing second behind him in both heats and the feature, beat him in the pole shuffle. Yeah, commiserations.
Yeah, mate, good luck to Dean.
Back to the green, Dean Brindle looking for his 3rd successive feature win at Baypark and Western Springs. Pickerel's got the attentions of Keaton Darm, who launches up the inside into 3. Local track knowledge gets by on the low side. The Eagle 188 Maxim ahead of the Yuasa. Batteries at Maxim. Brad Tyrrell now in the mix in the 5th position. Daniel Rogers in 6th. Dean Brindle out in front. He's getting the hurry up though from James Darm. Brindle's last lap, 14.09, Darmer 14.4. So Brindle's definitely lit up the Traffic Management New Zealand Pro Freight number 2 NZ Maxim chassis. Pickerel trying hard there in 4th. Keaton Darm starting to get away from him. Daniel Rogers and Brad Tyrrell for the 5th position. Rogers with a big slider. Pulls up in front of the Ferns 14 KPC, who exits him off 2 and gets the spot back. Nice clean racing. Skinny Colson just in behind Colin Entwistle, the next battle group. With Ricky Logan, Matt Gillingham and young Bradley Marsh in the 67. 13.77 for Dean Brindle. He's just set the fastest lap of the race on lap 15. 13.77 at the end of the night. James Darm 2nd, Keaton Darm 3rd. Still Pickerel, Tyrrell, Rogers, Entwistle, Colson, Logan, Gillingham, Marsh and then Brindle back to the leader. Says 10 laps to go, but I've got 17, 18 complete here on the board. He might be a couple of laps down on the start-finish line. Gillingham pulls to the infield, had the right rear rotor glowing throughout the race, but he's got another issue, I think, with the Pulse Plus 25 Triple X. He was in the 10th position in behind Ricky Logan. It's Brad Tyrrell and Greg Pickerel go to war for the 4th position, with Daniel Rogers not too far behind. Dean Brindle by about the length of the straight from James Darm. He's cleared Bradley Marsh in traffic. The lap board says 7 to go. I've got 4 laps on the scoring, but the board says 7, so we might do a couple extra. As long as Dean doesn't get taken out by a back marker. Bradley Tyrrell, big slider on Greg Pickerel, who exits, slides him off 4 and gets a spot back. How did they not touch off the exit? Bradley Marsh pulls to the infield. Pickerel launches back down the inside. They're side by side off of 2 down the back straight. That's the battle for 4th. Keaton Darm up ahead in 3rd. Bradley Tyrrell on a bit of a charge here in the late stages. I've got 23 on the lap scoring, 5 to go on the board, 4 now for Dean Brindle. I reckon they're going to do a couple of extras, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a drama as Dean Brindle's got some more lap traffic up ahead. Ricky Logan shaking down the Sammy Swindell 1 tonight with 63 on the tail tank for the Salter Cartage team. Couple to go next time by. I've got 25 in the books here. Brindle's last lap was a 14 and a half. I know he was disappointed in the pole shuffle, but then had to think about it after he got it explained to him. White flag next time by for Brindle. He's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to get tied up with Entwistle and Ricky Logan, who are battling for position 8 and 9 up ahead. White flag will come out. Dean Brindle looking for win number 2 for the season. 3. Oh, big slider on Entwistle. Pulls up alongside Ricky Logan. He's just playing with them. Dean Brindle and the Traffic Management New Zealand Pro Freight number 2 NZ Maxim wins on night 3. 2 NZ from the 6M of James Darm. Battle for 3rd. It's not going to be over until the checkered flag. Tyrrell around the outside. Tyrrell just gets it on the line from Keaton Darm. Great run from the KPC Burns 14.
He's getting out the car. He's looking pretty excited. Give him a hand, folks. Dean Brindle.
Fastest lap in that race. Last race was 13.77 at the end of a night of racing. That's the best race surface we've had this year. Credit to Roger and all of the crew.
Dean, once again, little trophy for a big effort. You got to get those pole shuffles sorted out, though. You haven't won one of those down here yet, but you won the ones that count.
Oh, it's all part of our strategy there, Barry. No, just unlucky for Jamie. You know, he's driving a good race, and it looked like me and him were going to have another good battle. We're coming into lap traffic again, and that's where you make your move. Bad luck for him coming together with a lap car there, and it obviously done some damage. So just like to thank all our sponsors: Traffic Management, Phil Buckland, Robertson Menswear, Pavilion Apartments, Hellers, Adlight Signs, Mobling. There's a heap on there, and yeah, just thanks very much for getting us here.
You got a bird's eye view of that incident with Jamie McDowell. I mean, you're chasing him as hard as you can. You're a few car lengths behind. What goes through your mind when you see something like that happening in front of you?
Oh, I knew it was going to be pretty tight there because they came together quite quick, and I actually thought I was going to clip Griffin out on the outside because he sort of went out in front of me, and I don't know how I missed him, but I just sort of brake, throttle, and managed to get through. So, you know, you got to take the old lucky breaks, and we've had plenty of unlucky ones. So, yeah, just stoked to have another win. Technically, that's 4 out of 4 starts for us, you know, if we didn't have the noise issue in Auckland. So, the car is very strong with a good team, and yeah, Kebble Motorsport's very strong. So, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, it certainly was very close there when you come through on the inside of Raymond Griffin, but yeah, did the fastest lap of the night in that race as well. So everything's looking pretty well for take on the likes of Donny Schatz and Sammy Swindell in Auckland over the next 2 weekends.
Yeah, definitely. We're really looking forward to that. As I said the other week, that's what you benchmark yourself off. Those guys are the best in the world. So if we can even run with those guys, I'll be happy. You know, if they beat us and get on the podium, we manage to get on there too. That'll be a goal for me. But surely, beating them would be a huge goal. So we're definitely trying for that. But it's a tough one to do.
You talked about the friendly rivalry with Jamie McDowell when you won last week, racing wheel to wheel, not touching. I mean, he got out the car, through the steering wheel, through the helmet, then in an interview and said, "Go Dean." So, yeah, it is a great friendly rivalry you two have got.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of respect there, and we're good mates. Have been since since he started racing. I'd done a couple of years before him, but we've done about 10 years together. And touch wood, there's been no incidents, and we know if there is, it's a racing incident. Certainly there's that respect there. So no, once again, bad luck for Jamie, but we'll take the win, obviously.
Yeah, good luck for you, and we look forward to seeing you both back down here again several more times this summer.
Oh, definitely, we'll be down here as much as we can. You guys put on a great show, and it's a brilliant to keep it interesting. But no, really good job, and I'd like to thank Roger and the team for having us down here.
Yeah, you don't look quite as knackered as you did last week.
No, definitely not.
All right, so big sprint car feature win, Dean Brindle.